आर्य समाज और आर्य समाज के मूवमेंट ने, चाहे वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हो, अमेरिका में हो, कहीं भी हो, उसने उस क्षेत्र में काम किया है। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी ये शुरू हुआ था 24-25 साल पहले। फिजी के जो लोग थे, यहाँ से आर्य समाज फिजी गया और फिजी के माध्यम से जब वहां कू हुआ तो वहां जो फिजी इंडियंस रहते थे उन्होंने फिर न्यूजीलैंड और ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जब हम मूवमेंट हुआ तो वहां से आर्य समाज ऑस्ट्रेलिया में आया। और गुड टू नो कि उन्होंने अपनी हिंदी को, क्योंकि हिंदी भाषा नहीं है, वो साथ साथ कल्चर भी लेके चलती है, उन्होंने उस चीज को अच्छे से स्ट्रॉन्ग किया। वहां पर जो कल्चर है उसको साथ लेके जाना चाहते हैं, उसमें सबसे बड़ा योगदान आर्य समाज का रहा। उसके साथ साथ सेकंड प्रॉब्लम ऑफ माइग्रेटेड पीपल फ्रॉम इंडिया वुड बी कि हम अपनी जो आने वाली जनरेशन है उसको अपनी कल्चर और कल्चर के रूट से कैसे जोड़ के देंगे, क्योंकि आर्य समाज के पास सिद्धांत है वेद का, और वेद का मतलब बैक टू वेदास। ऋषि ध्यान की सबसे बड़ी विशेषता यह है कि उन्होंने वेस्टर्न थिंकर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से नहीं सोचा, उन्होंने सोचा है बैक टू वेदास जाकर।
As you can see, worldwide, the Arya Samaj is actively involved in tackling current day issues and burning challenges in our society. When Maharishi Dayanand formed the Arya Samaj, as a revolutionary, he formed it to cut the shackles of the chains that bound our people, both spiritually and socially. And 150 years later, the Arya Samaj continues to tackle social issues on the ground, not only perform bhashans, which are important, but most importantly takes those bhashans and puts them into practice. The 10 principles designed by Maharishi Dayanand are calls for us all to respond to the need of the hour and uplift our people worldwide. All the Arya Samajas internationally are tackling issues, like you heard, such as gender-based violence, environmental, peacekeeping efforts when it comes to individuals and countries that are facing war, that are facing where their governments are suppressing them in certain ways. We are there at the forefront for peacekeeping efforts. The Arya Samaj and its philosophy, as taught through the Satya Prakash by Maharishi Dayanand 150 years ago, is as ever relevant and ever alive. It is a socially transforming movement that doesn't just focus on religious issues, but takes spirituality into the forefront, into the ground to uplift our people. One of the projects done in South Africa, for example, is Project Tripti. One thing that human beings cannot live without is water. Water is the elixir of life. So as part of our contribution to ensuring that those without access to water in the most rural of areas, the poorest of the poor, the most marginalized, the Arya Samaj sinks boreholes in this area without any cost associated to it, so that our communities that have no access to water can now flourish. Schools of which the children walk barefoot, not knowing where the next drink of water, the next drop of water is going to come from, they have now access to those water, and over 10 boreholes have been sunk in South Africa. Like that, of tomorrow. With that, I'll pass to Yogesh Ji, who will enlighten you on our endeavors.
Kiran Sakurji, he's the president of Arya Pratni Sabha, South Africa. And to my very right is Shri Yogesh Iyer Ji. He is leading the group from Arya Pratni Sabha, Australia. Thank you. At the very starting, on the onset, I do want to apologize. We were expecting His Excellency, the former President of Mauritius, but due to some scheduling changes and some protocol movements, high-level protocol movements at the capital, he's not able to make it this evening. Thank you. In the United States is about 50 years old. We formed the first Arya Samaj in the late 70s. The Arya Pratni Sabha America, which is a network of all Arya Samajas across the North American region, is about 38 years old. We are present in about 22 different states with 40 plus organizations, Arya Samaj organizations. We have Vedic Havans all across the United States every Sunday. some of the key projects that we are running a Sanskriti school, we are running a Montessori school in Houston. Most new Samaj is now like Atlanta, which hosted at least 200 children, and we don't know where those children would have been today had an organization like that not happened. We had a very similar project in Pondicherry, sponsored by the same organization team. Very recently, during the COVID pandemic, that we sponsored over 500 oxygen concentrators.